if you want, whatever's easy for you.
Okay.
Or I can clip it here if you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. It's just going to make it
Yes.
easier to pick up
Well,
the wisdom that you're bestowing upon us.
I am 86, and I try to reduce my thinking into certain principles. The fundamental principle is, what is a human being? We humans are spiritual beings with a mission in the physical world. And every mission starts with finding out what is our mission in this incarnation. Some of us have been here. I believe in incarnation in this world. What do Muslims think about incarnation?
Yeah, we don't believe in reincarnation. We believe that when you're going to die, then there is a day of judgment. We're going to be judged, and then there is heaven and hell.
But tell me, one thing I puzzled, the idea of heaven in Muslim religion seems to be very materialistic. Houris and endless, or is it a distortion of Muslim belief about heaven?
I think, Jan, I think you're wise enough and old enough to kind of realize that it's unfortunate that a lot of the kind of juice and the crux of especially Islam has become very kind of, well, they're trying to commercialize it like they have done with Christianity.
Oh.
And if we look at paradise, if the goal of paradise for a Muslim is union with their Creator. Scholars say that if I don't get to meet my Lord and I'm given these material things, what is the use of paradise?
Oh, that is real Muslim.
So the goal of a Muslim is wanting, because we're praying, we don't get to see our Lord. We're proclaiming, we don't get to see our Lord. We're reading, we're preaching about Him. The goal, Jan, is to see Him and stand in front of Him and just relax and know that that's it. We're with Him now.
Yeah, I like that. Yes.
But Jan, being a man of philosophy, I am somewhat a man who kind of appreciates philosophy, Western philosophy as well. And considering what the philosophers say, and I'm sure you've reached that position of a necessary being.
Right, a necessary being, yes.
Yeah. The end of the causal chain.
Yeah.
There
must be.
So then we, as Muslims, we go forward logically, even let's just say as a deist. You accept the necessary being, then Jan, I will posit that the necessary being is independent.
Right.
Because as dependent beings, we rely upon Him.
Right, yeah.
Mind blown,
I think a lot on this issue.
I'm going to give you some more, Jan, and feel free to bounce off me, because I really love this subject, and I love that you love this subject.
I do. Yeah.
Your smile is encouraging me as well.
Oh,
So the independence, because naturally we are dependent upon the necessary being.
Yeah.
And then will, because the mere fact that the universe is one way and not another way indicates that the necessary being made a choice. So that indicates he has will.
Yes.
Power, because we see power around us.
Oh,
and
what accomplishment, yes.
And power gets its power from that it depends upon.
Right.
So naturally, the necessary being must be powerful as well.
Yes.
And eternality. He must be eternal.
Yes.
He can't pop in and out of existence because we rely upon it. And surely, if it popped out of existence, we'd be finished.
Right. Well, if I was a joiner in religions, I would convert to Islam. But I'm not really a joiner.
No worries, Jan. We're just having a conversation. But it's fantastic that you can see the veracity of this argument. But Jan...
Very good. Very tight, very logical, self-proving.
Self-proving.
Yes.
And that's the beauty, Jan. And then we go further to say that if he is wise, because we believe by looking at the complexity around us, that he must be intelligent.
Right, that's right.
Because we see immense intelligence in the universe. It makes sense that the source is also intelligent.
But then it's also benign. It's benign intelligence. Love. behind it?
Well, of
Ah.
course, it's love, you know, the necessary being cares for us,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
But then
right.
because we depend upon it, the sign of wisdom and intelligence is not just creating something for no reason, as you, I'm sure, have acknowledged, that we do have purpose.
What is the end purpose?
And
yeah.
then surely he must have attempted to communicate with us. And what's
Yes.
the line, or what's the thread that is common amongst all religions? All of them have holy books.
Yes.
All
that's
of them
right.
have prophets. So
Yes.
Jan, what we then say is, okay, let's analyze the veracity of these holy books. And the first thing
right.
I would posit forward is, if you're telling me to follow a holy book, surely you need to prove to me that it's preserved.
Right. Right.
You see?
Right.
So as Muslims, we would say the Quran is preserved in minimum 3 ways. Number one, because of a live language. Arabic is one of the
yes.
top
Oh,
5
yes.
languages spoken on the planet. Jesus spoke Aramaic. Aramaic is not a live language. Vedas is in Sanskrit. It's not a live language. The Quran is in Arabic.
That I like that. That is fantastic.
And the second, to add the kind of icing on the
live.
cake now, is oral the Quran is the only holy, from the Abrahamic and the ancient religion, is the only holy book that's been memorized from cover to cover, mass memorized. No one else from the Abrahamic and the ancient religions don't claim to have memorized their book from cover to cover, mass.
So it lives in people's in mind.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can burn the books,
Ah.
you can make copying errors, but what's in the mind
Wow.
stays
You are
in
a
the mind.
philosopher. I can see that. Yes. That's right. I have to go now. Thank you for
Okay.
your.
Yes. No. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your conversation and lending your ear.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And hopefully we meet again.
And we can meet again. I come here to meet interesting people like you.
Thank you, Jan. You're too kind.
Yes.
Take care,
Okay.
my friend.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
Friend wants to see you.
Come on. Let's do it. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Hope you're doing well. Got the main man here, the man with the master plan. If he can't do it, no one can. He's here. Where are you, mate?